Brigette Lebel is a Montana-based metalsmith and jewelry designer, and the creative force behind Wildfire Metalworks. Her designs are crafted in thoughtfully limited collections, blending precious metals and natural stones into heirloom quality pieces that feel refined, soulful, and deeply connected to the land. Outside the studio, her life is filled with adventures that inspire her creativity. She and her fiancé Eric share a black lab puppy named Arlo, who tags along on most of their explorations. Whether skiing, hunting, snowmobiling, or simply spending time outside, being in nature fuels her artistry in a way nothing else does. Wildfire Metalworks has become a place where craftsmanship, intention, and the spirit of the West all collide. Brigette creates pieces that elevate everyday wear while carrying the soul of Montana in every detail. You can find her jewelry online at wildfire-metalworks.com. I'm so excited to have her on today and hear the heart of her personal journey, inspiration for her pieces, and all about her craftsmanship behind her work and the life that she's now building. Welcome to the podcast. Welcome back to the Gold and the Grit. I'm Ann Christian. Today you just heard about Brigette, and she is so talented. She's all the things I described, but she's also a great friend of mine that I know through our friend Ellie.
Yeah,
who we love.
The sweetest.
Ellie is the best. I think I just saw her pieces of yours before I met you. Or no, she brought me to that little fair in Paradise Valley.
Oh yeah, that's where I met you. Yeah.
And I was like, oh my gosh, her stuff is so good. And then we went to NFR last year, Ellie, Kayla, Molly, Beth, and I, and Ellie decked us out in all of your stuff. And
that bolo is still one of my very favorites, the one that Molly Beth wore, and Ellie wore it to our open house yesterday, and it's like one of the first bolos I made, and it's still one of my very favorites. She makes it really cute too.
That's awesome.
Every time she styles it, I'm like, I've never seen anyone do it quite like you.
She does it so cool.
Yeah,
all the different ways. I'll try to get a picture of that so we can inlay it in this little video section so people can see what we're talking about. You guys just heard a little bit about Brigette. I think that's like the wide lens scope of your life, but I'd love to hear more details and tell me about where you grew up. Tell me how long you've been in Montana. I would love to hear after that just how you got into metalworking, and was it like, if it was like an easy thing to get into, if it was like a lot?
Yeah.
I want to hear about it all.
Yeah, well, I'm originally from Truckee, California. I grew up ski racing with my 3 siblings. I have 2 sisters and a brother. Chaos always in the household, but the most fun kind. I have so many built-in best friends, and I'm so grateful for all of them. I've been in Bozeman for about 11 years now. I transferred up for college. I went to MSU and just never left because it's hard to leave this incredible place.
So hard.
Yeah. And then metalsmithing, I actually got into that just from a one-day ring making workshop in Sheridan, Wyoming, and taught myself from there, which was not easy at all. I melted a lot of silver. There was a lot of trial and error, and have, in the past couple years, found out that there's actually a really incredible metals program at MSU that I probably should have taken back in the day. But
what was your major?
Yeah. I majored in global studies and history because I had a lot of credits, and that was the easiest way to graduate. So that's how that happened. And I was really interested in the subject also, just a little bit lost in what I wanted to do, and didn't really figure that out till after graduation.
Great. And you got to meet a lot of cool people at MSU.
Yes,
it wasn't
definitely.
Time wasted.
No. I learned a lot. I had a lot of fun. Yeah, lots of friends, Ellie being one of them.
That's right.
So, yeah.
How did you and Ellie meet?
We met through a mutual friend, Tolly. I think they were in just classes together, and then I met her. Yeah, pre-med stuff. And then I met her just kind of going out, and then she was kind enough to take me in after college when I was like, I got to get out of here. I'm going to move home. I spent 2 weeks at home and was like, nope, we're going back to Bozeman. So.
You're like, I'll figure it out.
Yeah.
I don't know where I'm going to live, but I'll figure it out.
Yeah, thank God for Ellie.
And did you meet Eric, your fiance, also in college?
No, he's actually my older sister's age, who also went to MSU, and somehow they never met, which is crazy because Bozeman's a small town and they did similar things. So he's a little bit older than me, and we didn't meet until years after college.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's so cool.
Yeah.
How did you guys meet?
We met through a mutual friend. Eric's from upstate New York, and one of my good friends that I dirt biked with when I first got my dirt bike knew him through New York. So
you're a dirt bike queen.
No, I don't know about queen.
Yeah.
But yeah.
You and Ellie rip around on those things.
Oh my gosh, yeah.
Y'all are so cool. That's like something about Montanans or like people that live here that I didn't really realize was like snowmobiling and dirt biking were so big.
Yeah, I guess they are. When I first got my dirt bike, I had no one to go with. And then once you get it, you find all of the people and all of a sudden there's a ton. So yeah.
It's like a cool little community.
Yeah, definitely.
That's so fun.
Yeah.
It's like riding horses, but a little bit more dangerous. And
I don't know about that. I actually totally do not agree with that.
Really?
And horses seem way more dangerous to me. They have a mind of their own. I mean,
yeah, you're right. It's an animal.
Yeah.
But I'm like, you can go a little bit. I don't know about faster, but I'm like, you can rip around different ways.
Yeah, it's a different beast, but yeah, probably similar danger level.
Ellie does both, so we'll ask her.
I know. Ellie can do anything.
Oh no, actual.
Yeah.
She really can. I'm always amazed. I'm like, how did you fix that? Like, how did you do that?
Gosh,
I'm like,
I know.
She's so funny. I've joked with her. I'm like, you need to come on the podcast. And
she does. I can't believe you haven't had her on yet.
I've tried.
She doesn't want to?
I've tried. I don't know if she doesn't want to. I just think like maybe it's probably she doesn't want to. I don't know. We'll ask her later.
Yeah.
And just like, Ellie, what do you think? But I think she always jokes about like the being perceived by people. And I'm like, that's like so true. It's like, yeah, the thought of like people perceiving you, it's like kind of like it's a little scary sometimes.
Oh my gosh, it's terrifying.
I know, but I've like really grown in the fact that I just kind of have stopped caring.
Yeah,
that's like people are gonna do that.
Important skill. Yeah, I think the sooner you learn that, the better. I haven't quite gotten there, but I'm trying.
I bet you have way more than you think you have.
Yes, I've come a long way for sure.
Yeah,
still have some room to grow, but yeah,
I think we all do in like every sense of that term. But okay, so back to your metalsmithing career. So you did that class, you kind of started off on your own. How did Wild Hare come about, and also how did that name come about?
Okay, well the name's a little funny because I feel like I've calmed down quite a bit since my younger years. Like anyone who knew me back in the day and my siblings will tell you that I was just like wild in every sense of the term. And I think as I've grown up, I've learned maybe why I was so wild. But my grandma would always say, like, oh, she's got a wild hair when I would go do something like a little crazy.
Stop, so cute.
Yeah, that's kind of how the term came, or the name came to be for the business. And I forget what your other question was. How I started.
Well, I did want to know the name, but yeah, like how did you start out and like, I guess, form your business the early years? Yeah,
I just started making after that ring making workshop, and actually Ellie was a huge part of that. I feel like she's coming up a lot, but she let me set up an incredible studio space above her garage when we were living together.
Stop.
And yeah, it was beautiful. It's still probably one of my favorite little spaces to create, but yeah, I just started making, and I had eventually a couple people really pushed me to start selling, and I don't think I would have if I didn't have those people in my life being like, just put it out there, because I don't know if I ever would have come to a point where I was like, this is good enough to sell. I definitely needed a little encouragement there, so.
A little push there.
Yes, yeah.
That's so cool. What was it like when someone like bought one of your first big pieces? Were you like, wow, people do want my stuff? Like, how did that feel?
Yeah, I actually feel like my first collection I ever released, I'm pretty sure it sold out pretty quickly. I think my prices were definitely a lot lower. I didn't have the confidence in the pieces that I do now, so yeah, that was huge for me, just to realize that like people do love my stuff, and there is some talent here, and to keep going with it. So it was a great feeling. Yeah.
I love that it sold out.
Yeah,
what in the world?
Yeah,
that is so cool. I love your work, and it's just like I said in the intro, it's just like every single piece is so different and like unique, and I haven't seen any of your pieces and been like, oh, that one looks like this. Yeah. Unless like they're intentional, like dangly earrings that you make the same of. I've never seen like your rings that I thought like, oh, this one looks just like the other one. Yeah, I definitely have my like typical styles, I think, but that is the beauty in handmade one-of-a-kind things, at the very least every stone's different. I don't really use too many like calibrated stones, which means they're all the exact same size. So every single stone is free form, and there's a lot of
just like uniqueness in that alone. And then every stamp is hand stamped, so none of them are perfect,
cool.
and they're all just yeah.
Do you have to stamp it while the silver is hot?
No, it's like very similar to like a leather punch, leather stamping.
Yes.
Yeah,
Or like a hammer.
Yep, exactly.
I really want to learn how to do just tooling just for fun.
Yeah.
I think it'd be like the coolest thing.
Yeah, I think leather and metalwork together would be awesome to like incorporate those two things together
let's
somehow.
find a workshop.
Yeah.
In Wyoming.
Yes, back to Wyoming.
I love
to Sheridan.
Wyoming.
It's so funny. I went all the way there. Like, there's plenty of places in Bozeman to learn how to metalsmith, but I decided to go all the way to Sheridan for that.
I like Sheridan a lot.
It is such a cute town.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think it'd be amazing. My whole family, they're all artists. On my mom's side,
really?
at
I didn't
least.
know that.
My mom did pottery, but also makeup. And then my grandpa was a doctor, but he did like bronze sculptures.
Cool.
And was like good at it. I was like confused. I'm like, how did he have like a medicine mind and also like artistic?
Yeah.
It's cool. But
I think everyone has an artistic mind. I think everyone's creative, even the people who say, I'm not creative. I mean, that's what makes humans is our ability to create, whether that's more in the traditional like educational sense or art. I think everything we do is creation, really. So yeah, we all got it a little bit.
I love that thought.
Yeah.
I think more people need to think that way.
Totally.
Instead of like shutting themselves down and be like, I'm not artistic, or I couldn't do that.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because it maybe just is a different medium, like whether it's like interior, like decorating your home. Like,
Totally.
I think about Ellie and like her amazing, beautiful like eye for design, or just like other random things.
Fashion.
Oh yeah, that too.
All of it.
Yeah.
It's all
and I
art.
guess she is medical minded as well, so she does have them both.
Yeah.
That's so funny. But yeah, I think maybe it just comes out differently. Even if you think about someone like building a house, like that's in a sense artistic, even though it's like blue collar work, construction.
Yeah, my dad owned a bunch of construction companies, and my mom owned this like necky company that my little sister's running now, and I totally agree with you. I think the most creative things ever. And when I got into metalsmithing, they're like, I don't get it. And I'm like, what do you mean you don't get it? This runs in our like blood. Like everyone in our family is creative. So yeah.
Whether you're creating a house or creating a business idea. What do you mean by neckies?
They're like for skiing, kind of like a neck gaiter, or I guess, I don't know what the actual term is. They call them neckies, but it's like polar. Yeah, we'll have to get you one. They're like polar fleece on the inside and like pieced together with spandex on the outside to keep them kind of dry. Yeah.
Oh, that's
They're fun.
so
They're
cool.
super fun.
I bet you have like a million of them.
Oh, so many. Yeah.
You're like, oh, there's a new pattern. I'll take that one.
Yes. Her new thing is like bright orange scrunchies for hunting and stuff. Yeah.
I love that because she hunts as well.
She's getting into it. She did pull a tag in Utah, but didn't end up having the time to go. So she's starting. I know she wants to, but.
That's awesome. Are they in Salt Lake or where are they in Utah?
She was living in Salt Lake and Park City, kind of both of those places off and on for a while, but she just moved to Bozeman a couple weeks ago. So she's my next door neighbor. She's right across the ditch from me now, so we're really close.
Is this your sister that skied professionally?
Yes.
Okay. That's so fun.
She would be a great one to have on too.
Oh my gosh, I love that. I'll have the whole fam on.
Yeah.
You guys, Eric and Ellie went out hunting recently. I'd love to hear a little bit about that. A lot of people that watch our podcast love hunting. So if you want to share like a teeny bit about that, you're welcome to.
Oh my gosh. I feel like I am in like no position to be talking about hunting.
I don't agree with that. I do not agree with that at all. You've got
I
out
love
a lot.
it. Yeah, I love it. I mean, Ellie's a huge part of that. She's the one who taught me how to shoot a rifle, like, and just has introduced me to the sport in every single possible way. So I am definitely very new to it, but I do love it. I think it's one of my favorite sports right now, actually, just because I don't even know if you could call it a sport. It feels like so much more than that.
It is.
Yeah.
But that's a really cool way to put it, though.
Yeah, it was. I don't know. It was incredible. I mean, her place out there is just insane, and that property is insane, and mostly just feeling a whole lot of gratitude for her in general. She's incredible, but Yeah, I don't know if I have anything like specific to say about it, but
when you guys saw the herd, how big was
there was
the
only
herd?
two. Yeah,
You
there
guys
was
two
only
vegetables?
two. Yep, exactly. A
So when I
spike
got mine
and yeah.
on her property, there was two
Oh,
bulls.
really?
But they were both like, one was a 5x5, one was a 6x5.
Okay.
So I did take the 6x5.
Nice,
but
good for you.
Same thing. It was like saw two guys hanging out.
Yeah.
Bachelor guys.
Yeah, ours was a spike, which we couldn't shoot,
Yeah.
and then the one that Eric got. So
cool.
Yeah.
So cool. Have you guys? Did you process the meat already?
We did. Yeah, we did it right away because it was a bit warm in Bozeman, so we were a little nervous to leave it hanging in the garage. So we did all the processing in the first day and a half.
Wow.
Yeah.
On your own? Mm-hmm. What?
Yeah, we had a couple people help out. Eric's cousin came to help out, and Mo, and yeah.
Do you have like a KitchenAid grinder for the
We borrowed one from a friend. Yeah. They're cool though.
They're really cool.
Yeah.
I like have a dream one day, if like I'm fortunate or blessed enough to have my own little piece of land and property, to have like a garage area, and part of that garage area be like a processing center with like a big walk-in cooler, giant like table to process on, like an industrial kitchen almost.
Yes, and if you're set up for it, it's actually, I mean, it's a big job, but if you're really set up, it actually goes pretty quick.
And you have people helping.
Yes.
That's huge.
That's kind of another one of the funnest parts, I think, is just like all the camaraderie and everything that happens afterwards.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Did you mix it with any like beef fat?
We did pork fat, and then we actually made some Italian sausage with the deer that I got last year. That was really good.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Oh, that's so cool. I've seen Ellie kind of process her own. I saw her process a deer last year, and she has like a vacuum sealer, and like seeing her get all the silver skin off, I was like, wow.
Yeah, did you process yours? Did you do it?
No. Well, I haven't got anything this season.
Okay.
Last season it was like one of Ellie's friends who got a bull, and we both got a bull the same day.
Yeah.
We took him just to Wilsaw down the street. It was like the easiest thing for us to do that day.
Yeah.
I would love to process. It's like on my list of something I would like to do.
Yeah.
I've seen other people do it, and I've been there for it, but like I would like to be like you did. Like we process this ourselves.
Yeah, the first time I processed an animal was actually all by myself for the very first time, which was a wild experience. But I shot a pretty nice like whitetail buck on closing weekend, and every processing plant around was totally full. So I took it home and hung it in the garage and skinned it and processed the entire deer completely on my own. And you learn a lot when you're when you're doing every step of the way. And thankfully, I had my little brother on FaceTime who was helping me along the way. But yeah,
I respect that so much.
It's a really cool process. I think it's worth doing at least once.
Did you feel like you smelled like deer blood the rest of like the next month?
Yeah, it takes a little while to want to eat the meat. I've noticed. Like I'm kind of like, okay, let's go put it in the freezer and come back to it.
In a couple weeks I'll thaw it out.
Yes.
And act like I didn't just do that.
Yeah, totally. I mean,
that vision of like it cut open is not in my head.
Yeah. It takes some time, but then it's so delicious.
Real.
Yeah.
Did you guys keep the elk ivory from?
We did. Yeah, they're beautiful. I haven't really decided yet. Maybe a bolo tie for Eric, or I kind of wanted to make a ring for Ellie, but I know she's kind of like, no, you keep them, of course. But I think that would be fun.
I have two.
Oh yeah.
From my cat. Well, actually it might be from my elk last year. I don't know where they're from one of my elks, but I have two. I'm like, you could use those for Ellie. Yeah.
From the one that you got on.
I think it is from him. They're kind of smaller though, so I don't remember if it's from my cow or not.
It's really hard to tell. I'd like to. I don't know, some are really white, and I wonder if those come from cows, and then others are really dark.
It depends on how you bleach them, too. This is before I knew you, this person inlaid it with turquoise.
Okay, do you know what that one was? Was it
This was my bull. This was my first bull. I think I have my other necklace on, too. I meant to wear your necklace. Put it on. I
forgot to wear all my stuff also, so we're in the same boat.
This is from the same bull, but this one was just bleached.
Okay, yeah, those are pretty white, too. I really like the light ones. I know a lot of people kind of feel like the dark ones are more sought after, but I think the light's really pretty.
I kind of preferred this one to this one. I don't know either. Or like maybe because it has turquoise in it.
The turquoise is fun. I want to do that. My brother got one with a cavity. It's so weird. And I thought of this. I think that'd be such a great
inlay it.
Yeah. With
I don't even know how they did it. Like how do they make it so flat?
They probably like kind of use like a Dremel tool and like dig a hole almost out of the center and then fill it with like, I don't know if it's resin or epoxy. I'm not really sure what they use for inlay. I've never done it, but yeah, I think it would be a really fun thing
project.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, I love elk ivory jewelry. I like back that museum that's in Bozeman, the Museum of the Rockies.
Yeah.
So they, you know how they have like a different kind of area in the front. They change it out. It's interchangeable.
Yep.
So one time we went and it was Native American culture, but they talked about like what they wore. It was like their fashion almost.
Yeah.
On display was like this vest beaded with elk ivories.
Wow.
It was probably 300 or 400 elk ivories on this vest. Oh my gosh. And then same thing with moccasins and like, I don't know if they did this or not. I'm not privy on the information. I do love history though. So
yeah, I was gonna say you and Ellie both. I feel like Ellie's done like the Butte history tour. Like
I want to go
so many times.
She said like 3 times.
Yeah.
And like take me again, take me.
Yeah.
I did an episode there. It's never been pieced together. I don't even know if I have the videos of it, but like, Josh, who was helping me on my podcast, we did like a whole episode on Butte's history, and it was like my favorite thing we've ever done.
Oh, I haven't listened to that one. I've listened to a lot of yours,
I haven't put
but
it out yet.
Oh, you haven't? Okay.
It's going to take a lot of like back end editing.
Okay.
Because it's like a bunch of different shots we have to piece together.
Gotcha.
But I'll figure that out one day, or just I don't know. But
was the vest connected by like the root of the ivory, or would they cut it off, kind of like we do now?
I think it was hanging.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah.
Now that I think about it, they were like hanging off of it, like they were like floppy, but it was hard to see because it was behind a case. But I don't know if this is why they did it, but it almost is like flexing on everyone else. Like, this is how many elk we got.
I know, right?
You know?
Yeah.
Like, this is how many we got. How about you guys?
Lucky to get one a season. Yeah.
I know. I'm like, I wish I had enough for, I mean, that'd be insane, an absorbent amount of elk. But like, to make a vest would be wild.
Yeah.
Just go buy everyone's ivories.
Yeah. Yeah. I have a lot of extra ones in the studio, actually. And I've always wondered if people would be interested in ivory jewelry that's not something they've shot. I'm not
100%.
Yeah. Yeah.
I do think so.
Maybe try it out and see.
You should like make a few pieces and see if they sell. I think they would.
Yeah. I've had a lot of people
bolos.
interested, which surprised me because I don't know. I feel like that's more of like an emotional tie to that jewelry, but yeah.
It is. It feels like you're like wearing a piece of your story, then you like
and a lot of hard work. Yeah.
And you get to talk about
badge of honor.
Yeah, it's like this is the story behind this elk that you harvested. I love that. Okay, kind of getting back into, sorry, we got a tangent.
I'm going to go on a lot.
I love that.
I'm sure, yeah.
I'm not helpful because I'm one that takes us down, like Native American history. I don't know what I'm even saying, but I do want to hear, like, I want to figure out why they did that. I'm like, let me figure that out later. But back to your story. So I kind of oftentimes will ask people, and again, like, share whatever you want, just like about their lives, what they've been through, because I think sometimes people will watch my podcast just to kind of gather some hope. Because it's called The Gold and the Grit, because it's about like finding the pieces of what you will love because you're, a jewelry designer, but finding the pieces of gold in like a really gritty, I almost think like when you're trekking or, hunting in the mountains and it's like really nasty terrain and it's like maybe getting dark and then like you look up and you see like the most gorgeous sky and it's like you find those little beautiful moments in like a really hard moment of your life.
Yeah.
That's what this podcast is named after, because I like to ask people those questions about their life. And if you can think of maybe 1 or 2 different things that you've been through that have been really hard and pressed you and maybe shaped you and challenged you to be the woman that you are now, I'd love to hear about that. And also would love to hear like maybe some encouragement for someone that might be walking through something similar.
Yeah, I couldn't agree with you more. And I think the more I experience like hardship in my life, the more appreciation I have for life in general and also just all the people in it, because it's so true. Like, I was really fortunate. I mean, I had some challenges growing up, and most of those were centered around like some sleep and energy issues. But aside from that, my life was pretty just like cushy. And I think we start to take things for granted, and then you walk through a really hard experience and you come out the other side with like gratitude for everything, but sometimes it takes those hard moments to find it, which I think is a little bit sad, but also necessary. Yeah. So yeah, I think, 2 things definitely come to mind. One that I've been challenged with for my entire life would be just having some pretty severe, I'm not even honestly sure if it's sleep issues or energy issues. I've had 3 sleep studies throughout my life, and every doctor seems to have a different opinion about what's happening, and they all agree that I'm pretty, I don't want to say messed up, but pretty messed up. And yeah, they all have their different
What's wrong with them?
diagnoses. But yeah, that's, I think, I think a big reason why my family thought I was pretty wild and stuff was I was a little bit misunderstood. I think I was really tired, and little menial tasks for everyone else felt like a really big deal for me. And yeah, I think at like age 13, it really started to set in. Like I would start to get called like lazy, or why don't you try harder, or like, come on, get up, like do more. And I think probably around 13 is when I really started to internalize all of that as like, what is wrong with me? What's going on here? And I think through that experience, I've just really learned that I've learned to tune everyone else out. Yeah. I've learned to get like really, really intentional about my time and my energy and how I spend it. And I've had to come to terms with the fact that I'm not capable of doing everything in a day, and that's okay. So I think it does tie into my work a little bit. I'm just very slow and intentional human, and I do what I can and try to be okay with that. I still have a lot of breakdowns. If you talk to Eric, he would tell you that there's still a lot of tears that fall about just being like, oh, I wish I could do more, and I've come a long way with that, but I definitely have a little bit more room to grow there. And I would just tell people, because I mean, they might not be dealing with energy issues, but at the end of the day, like these differences or challenges that we all go through are what make us really unique and special, and to just lean into it, I think. Yeah, I think that'd be my advice for anyone who's feeling different. Yeah. Wow.
What a gift to be able to like see it and from that perspective now.
Yeah.
Instead of seeing it as like a limitation, like leaning into it and being like, all right, this is what we're working with, so we're gonna figure it out like the best that I can.
Yeah, and I do think I'd be lying to say I've like fully come to terms. 100%. But I think doing my best to lean into it and be okay with the fact that I can only do what I can do, and that's worth something. Yeah. It feels like it's worth a lot to me when I accomplish something. It's like, yeah, I definitely really feel it. Yeah.
That's amazing. And it's like cool because as you share that, I did not know that about you, because I don't think you like identify yourself with that by any means. You don't talk about it on a daily basis with people, but it makes me like appreciate and respect all your work ethic, and also like how the heck have you like been able to do all that you have? Like that's amazing.
Yeah.
You've done so much.
I appreciate that. Yeah, I think I try not to let it limit me, but I think it's also part of the reason why I do the crazy things that I do, is that it sometimes it takes like going really fast down a mountain or doing something like crazy on a dirt bike to feel like alive, It's like actually feel awake. So I think that's helped me too, just getting some adrenaline pumping through the veins.
Adrenaline rush.
Yeah.
Adrenaline rush. That's so cool. That's amazing. Thank you for sharing that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I feel like that is encouraging to people that maybe have something going on medically, or the frustration is like, it's so hard when people can't figure out what's going on.
Yeah.
I'm sure you've had so much blood work done, and people have just been like, take more vitamin B. Like I'm sure you've had people tell you all these things that you're like, hey, I've done it all.
Better sleep hygiene. Yeah.
Like, hey, I've tried all of that. You're like, it's not that.
Yeah, and it's hard too. Like I remember when I got the second diagnosis, which was narcolepsy, which now that we're maybe going back on with this next doctor I've seen. But I remember like feeling relieved, which is a really weird probably feeling to have after that diagnosis, because it's not ideal. It's definitely not a good thing to be diagnosed with, but I remember feeling like some relief, like, oh, like something to explain it. And now I also feel like back to square one, where they're like, maybe not, but I've also just grown so much in that time frame where I'm like, you know what? Maybe we don't need to define this. It is what it is, and I'm going to do as much as I can with it and try to accept it. So,
wow. Well, it is nice to be like, okay, cool, I'm not crazy. Like there's something,
yeah.
there's like a name to what I have.
Yeah.
That is nice to be like, okay.
Yeah.
Finally, someone gives you something instead of just saying we don't know.
Yeah, especially when you've lived your whole life feeling like there's something wrong. That diagnosis can weirdly feel like a big relief.
I don't think that's weird at all.
Yeah.
I think it's nice to be like, okay, someone finally understands.
Yes.
So like maybe there is like a solution or something.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's awesome. What has life been like for you since getting engaged? And like, tell me about your excitements for your future and like, maybe like, I don't know, some things you didn't see would be challenging that have been challenging. Or I know Eric's awesome. It's not about like him per se, but like just in general of like this season of life that you're in.
Yeah, I don't know. It is really exciting. I feel so grateful to have him in my life. He's such a steady, stable, kind, like encouraging presence. And in a lot of ways, I'm just like so excited to spend the rest of my life with him. And but it's a big thing for sure. And wedding planning's no joke. I think I was a little bit naive going into that, just being like, oh, it'll be fine, la-di-da. But it's definitely a lot. But
so many little details.
Yeah, so many little details. But we're really excited. We're getting married in a little town outside of Yellowstone National Park, which is kind of where we fell in love and where
like
we do a lot of our...
the Gardner side or like the West Yellowstone side?
Kind of by Gardner, through Gardner. Yeah.
So cute.
Yeah.
Is it going to be an outdoor wedding? Tell me more.
Yes, the wedding will be off of a dirt road in the mountains, the actual ceremony, and then the reception will be down in like a little ball field in town. Yeah.
So
it's definitely going to be dusty and dirty and...
There should be some dirt bikes there.
Definitely dirt bikes.
There should be some
all
dirt
the
bikes
toys.
there for sure.
Yeah.
That's amazing. What are you gonna have like bridesmaids and groomsmen kind of deal?
We haven't decided yet. Eric has like a million cousins and a million friends, so I think it's.
And you have a brother.
Yeah. So we haven't really decided what we're gonna do about that.
Yeah. That's okay.
Yeah.
My sister like had a little bachelorette like weekend thing, but also it was like the weekend of her wedding because they did a destination in Colorado. They were living in Colorado, but it was like a different place. Anyways, but she just had me up there, and then he just had his best friend up there.
Okay, yeah.
But like she had other gals like wear a certain color.
Yeah.
And like they were the ones at that weekend. But it was nice and like less pressure than a bunch of people standing up there.
Totally. Yeah.
So, like that's just an idea throwing it out there.
Yeah, we might like have our bridesmaids and groomsmen, but maybe not have them up there with us.
Yeah, or like just have like your sister and him have like a guy or something.
Yeah.
If you did something.
Yeah.
That's less pressure.
Totally. I feel like, there is a lot of pressure, unexpected pressure around weddings.
Well, people like to make it about themselves, which is sad.
Yeah.
It's like, hey, this isn't actually your wedding. It's like your wedding. And also like, I don't know, people get feelings hurt and like, it's hard because it's like, yes, you want to make people feel special and important, but like at the end of the day, I don't think it's our job to like think about ourselves in someone else's day.
Yeah. Yeah, I know. That's another thing is I think people are a little concerned about the location. We're like,
but that's like the most you thing ever.
Yeah.
And they should want to support that.
Yeah.
Like a dirt road is so you.
Yeah, we're excited to like share that with everyone too and not have it be a big fancy thing.
I love that.
Yeah.
I actually went to like my first Montanan wedding. Ellie brought me as her guest because she's like, I'm going to this wedding, you want to come? I'm like, sure. And I never like experienced a Montana wedding before. I was like, what? I was like, what's happening here? She's like, oh yeah, this is so normal. And like, she was telling me about other weddings she had been to and like things that you guys do. It's normal here. Because like I'm from the South where everything's really prim and proper.
Okay,
like,
yeah.
Lots of like wait staff doing things. That's not Montana weddings.
Yeah,
and I
like
kind of prefer this.
Grilling, boots,
that's what it really
in the
was.
dust. Yeah.
It was like, all right, y'all take your, no, it's like y'all, but they're like, take your chair to your reception. I was like, what?
Carry it with you.
I was like, kind of love that, but I've never seen that before.
Yeah, I mean, that's something good for us to keep in mind too. Most of our guests are coming from Montana, but I guess maybe it is something to consider that a lot of people might not.
Well, then just tell them, like, this is what we do here in Montana.
Yeah.
Buckle up. That's so fun. You have a puppy named Arlo.
Yes.
He's so cute. I'll try to, again, get a picture of him to show right now because he's so handsome.
Our little chunker.
He's so freaking cute. Has he mellowed at all? Is he just kind of like, does he get ebb and flow?
He was incredibly mellow until like recently. He's still pretty mellow, like all things considered, but he definitely has his little like adolescent like energy spurts and just, you know, ears are for decoration, not for listening sort of things right now. But yeah, he's a silly guy. Like he's I mean, I don't know if it's just a lab thing, but he's extra silly. He's kind of a little weirdo in the best way.
I love that.
Yeah.
What a cutie.
Yeah.
He's so handsome. I obviously love labs a lot.
Yeah.
But he's just like,
I know we have to get ours together. I would
love that.
Yeah.
Stetson like would be like just really having fun with him.
Stetson should teach him a thing or two.
You don't want Stetson teaching him anything unless it's to retrieve ducks because he's great at that.
Yeah.
But Stetson's
ours doesn't
like,
swim or retrieve, so.
Stop.
Oh, maybe.
Doesn't swim?
No, not yet.
Not
He
yet,
hasn't.
not yet. Well, that's okay. He's still little.
Yeah.
But like if we all went to the river or something, he'd probably like go in with them.
Yeah.
Because they like
Stetson
won't
could
get out of the
teach him
river.
that. Yeah.
Yeah, Arya is really good. He can learn a lot from her. But Stetson, I call him my bad boy.
Oh my God, your TikTok of your dad calling you about Stetson is so good.
So there's like that funny trend where it's like I'll call you back, blank is calling, like it's like your grandma, your boyfriend, it's like a funny voicemail. So my dad was with the dogs that day and Stetson still has his balls, he's not fixed. And the UPS driver came and my dad's just describing Stetson humping him and he's like, then I turn around, he's humping his mother. This is my dog Arya. And he's like, two things gotta happen here. One of two things. He said, you gotta get him laid or get his balls cut off. He's like, all right, love you, bye.
So
I know.
Good. So good. Yeah, having a boy dog's a new thing
It's
too.
definitely
Yeah,
new.
because you had a girl
Yes,
first and then a
yes.
boy. I'm not totally sure how I feel about it. We'll see. I mean, you love
Has
them
he
no
started
matter
doing
what,
any of that
but
stuff yet?
thankfully only inanimate objects
Okay.
like
Stuffed animals and pillows.
Yeah.
Stetson never did that. Just people
No,
and
just
dogs.
people. Yeah, I know. Thankfully,
never
no
did that.
people or kids. I feel like that would be
He's never
horrible.
humped kids. I pray he does not ever start.
Yeah.
Because I'm like, all right, you're gonna fix. Like,
Yeah.
this is too much.
Oh, we're definitely getting Arlo fixed. I'm like, as soon as we can.
ASAP. I'm breeding him in the spring.
Oh, you are?
To like a lab we met at the dog park in Bozeman.
Cute.
Yeah, they're like, we just want to do one for our family. Like, and I was like, perfect.
Is she English or? Cause
I want to say she's American.
Okay.
And he's like,
He's half and half?
He's 3/4 American. His
Okay.
dad's full, his mom's half.
Okay.
So, depending on what genetics he got.
Are you gonna keep one?
No way.
No. Yeah.
There's no
3
way.
dogs is a lot.
There's no way. And like, whoever I end up with might have 1 or 2. So I'm like,
Yeah.
if that's the plan for me, or I'll just be a single dog mom my whole life.
Yeah.
But
I mean, that's not a bad way to go.
I came to terms with it when I was in India. Actually,
Yeah.
I literally was there like just hanging out with these amazing women, and like we did all like kids stuff, and like got to do like tours of the different people's houses in the slums, which is like the most humbling experience.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because like their homes are not very big, and they have the most hospitality and like love and like pride, and everything's like spotless clean. Which when you're in this area, you're like, how
Yeah.
did you make this clean?
Yeah.
It's like perfect, and their clothes are pristine and gorgeous and colorful, and they're just the most warm and welcoming people, and always want to serve you something.
Oh.
Like they're like, can I make you chai? Can I give you these like cookies? Like they love people so well. But I remember I was sitting down with this one grandma. She did not know what I was saying because I don't think we had a translator in the room, and she could barely hear. She was like pretty deaf and blind, but like we were just like holding each other's hands, just like kind of smiling at each other. I think at one point like some tears started slipping out because it was a powerful moment.
Yeah.
Of like no language but just communicating, just with presence. And I remember just sitting there being like, okay, God, if you don't want me to be a wife and a mom, like I'm fine doing this rest of my life. Like I'll do this. Like I'll just do whatever you want me to do. But like this feels so fulfilling to me that like this is fine. I'll have my horses and my dogs and come to India whenever, and like.
Oh, I think that's like so incredible, and if you do find a person you want to spend your life with, coming at it from that place there's so much strength in it, I think. I had a really long stint of being single before I met Eric, and I'm so grateful for it, because I think to learn, like, I'm good.
Yeah.
I'm good. I don't need anyone.
Yeah.
And you won't let anyone into your life. When you're in that place, you won't let anyone into your life unless they're making it, like, exponentially better. And
yeah, it's like a want, not a need.
Exactly. Yeah.
That's so beautiful. I'm glad you had that time too, because I feel like you're able to appreciate Eric more.
Totally. Yeah.
Because of that.
Yeah.
That's so beautiful. Thank you for saying that. But yeah, wouldn't be a bad life, but like, I would love to be a mom. Like, that's like on my list of top things I'd like. So I'm like,
well, always an option, no matter what, too.
It's true. It's true. I even know like some women that have done that, and I think that's really brave. Yeah. And amazing. I don't know, but being an auntie right now is really fun.
Oh my gosh, they're so
Are
cute.
you an auntie?
No, I'm the second oldest.
Okay.
And my older sister is one of the most incredible people on this planet in so many ways, but she's very much like a planner. We got to do it this and this and this and like in this time frame, and so they're building a house soon, and so they kind of keep pushing it off, but we're all very excited for when that time comes.
That's so cool. What is her husband, does he work in Bozeman now?
So they actually both live kind of outside of where we grew up, but they're building in the town that we grew up in.
Oh, no way.
Yeah, so they're back home in Truckee, or will be once they have their house built, but they both work in the medical field.
Very cool.
Yeah.
Very cool. That's awesome. Does she still ski?
She does, yeah.
That's so fun.
Yeah, maybe more than me, I think. I don't do a ton of skiing anymore. Well, we do a little bit from the snowmobiles, from the sleds.
Ellie told me about that.
Yeah, you'll have to come with us one time.
Oh, that terrifies me. But like, maybe.
Do you ski at all?
I'm not as good as you guys. I've never backcountry'd, and like, I'm scared. Like, I don't even know things about avalanches.
Yeah, it is scary. It's good to be
You guys are
prepared
pros
and
in
knowledgeable.
My mind. Like, y'all are experts.
Yeah, I've learned a lot from Eric. He's definitely more of an expert than me. But yeah, there's a lot to learn. It's good to be smart before you go out into the backcountry.
Can you tell people, because Hannah and Ellie were talking, which are two of my best friends, about that, because they both do that. They both have done knolls, and like they're just like different level outdoors women than me. Hunting, I feel really comfortable with to a certain extent. If it starts pouring snow and it's like feet on the ground, I don't feel super comfortable by myself. But like other things with hunting, like especially archery, as long as it's not super bear country, I'm fine by myself.
Which I think is I mean, really,
I don't know. I will give someone
really
a
brave
call.
of you.
Thank you. Hannah and I hunted gravellies a little bit this season.
Yeah, that's scary.
With our friend Hope, and it was crazy.
Yeah, did you see a lot of bears?
We didn't, thankfully. I don't think I would have been able to go back if I did.
Yeah, I know. I'm scared. I'm like weirdly scared and not scared, like in Truckee.
Exactly how I felt. It's like you're there, but you have this really weird sense of like security.
Well, I'm sure a big part of that's where we're supposed to be, right? Like we're supposed to be in nature, so there's like so much anxiety that just drifts away when you're out there. Probably until you see one, and then I'm sure it comes
like,
rushing.
Reality is back. No, it's such a false sense of security.
Yes,
we're safe.
Yeah.
Didn't understand why.
Yeah.
I was like, why? Like, it's getting dark. And I'm like, I'm just chilling by myself. Because we had all spread out, Hannah, Hope, and I. He was kind of trying to call for us over here. And then we were set up here just in case they came from a different direction.
Yeah.
We did walk up on a nice 5x6, but his back was to me and my arrow was not knocked.
Oh.
So, and I don't think I would, even if it was knocked, and Hope probably could have made like a cow call to get him to turn.
Yeah.
So I was like really beating myself up because I was like, if I had been prepared and ready in that moment, I would have had.
That's the hardest part about hunting, right? It's like getting in the right spot in the right time and being ready.
I think my release wasn't on. Like, it was just dumb.
Yeah.
I was like, what am I doing?
Oh. But so cool though, I'm sure, even just to get like that close.
To see him.
Yeah.
It's cool. Yeah. Hunting is built up of so many experiences of almost that I'm like, that's just real.
It's like the fishing, not catching.
What else have you learned? Like, I guess I just want to like learn more from you. What else have you learned in your adulthood about, life, work, relationships? Like, what's some pieces of wisdom or knowledge that you feel like you've maybe grown into or learned maybe sometimes the hard way, or just in general?
Yeah, I mean, if I didn't talk about this, I mean, it's one of the hardest things I've gone through, so I do think this is probably worth noting, but 4 years ago, my siblings and my mom, we lost our dad pretty unexpectedly, very unexpectedly. And we didn't find out till about 24 hours later. He was, like a 10-hour drive from the closest family member. It was, actually, I was with Ellie when I got the call, which is also wild. She's just the through line in all of this. But I think I went into shock for a long time, and it was kind of a pretty uncomfortable feeling because you feel a little bit broken, I think. Like, why am I not crying? Why am I not, like, feeling things? Like, my dad was my biggest support, and, he used to always tell me, like, you're just like me, Brigette. Like, we were just the same spirit in a lot of ways, and I went to him when things were hard. Like, he was my person that I'd go to when I got in trouble or when I needed, like, some real sound advice. So I think just sharing with people that grieving is so different for everyone, and it's going to come in waves. It's going to crash down on you like crazy at the beginning, and then, they come more sporadically, and it's never going to end, but there's, like, more joy creeps in, and I think being really gentle with yourself and giving yourself a lot of grace for however you go about it is just all you can do. And there's no right way. I think I have a friend who's going through it right now, and that was the only piece of advice I could give her, is just, like, be with your family and know that there's no right way to do this, because it's so different for all of us. And it's also just taught me that nothing really matters. I learned that nothing matters. Like, I think about all the silly things I fought with my siblings about, like, my shirt, no, you can't wear that, you might ruin it. Like, who cares? Like, you experience something like that and you're like, I don't care about things at all. Really reminds you that your people are everything, and making sure that you are present with them and kind to everyone, really. Like, at the end of the day, you learn kindness and love is what it's all about. And it sounds so cheesy, and I think until you, like, experience it, you're kind of like, yeah. And then you go through something like that, and you're like, okay, my people and being a kind, loving human is what it's all about. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Thank you for sharing that. Yeah. That's like one of those things that you wish you didn't have to learn about.
Yeah.
And I hate that you had to go through that, but again, like, what a beautiful perspective that you've come out with. And yeah, it's this weird thing, because it's in this really weird way a blessing. You change the way you live your entire life, and it's also the worst thing that's ever happened to you. And so it's crazy that you can get both of those. I mean, it's like the gold and the grit, right? Yeah. Like, it's so true. We find the glimmer and the sparkle in this, like, in all of our really, really horrible, tragic events. You find there's always, like, some good in it, no matter what. So, yeah. That's beautiful. Yeah, what a beautiful perspective. And I know that is going, as people are listening that maybe are going through grief or maybe are yet to, like, they are going to remember what you shared in those words. So thank you.
Yeah,
it's
you're
beautiful.
Welcome. I feel like I stumble a lot, and I don't know if any of this is helpful, but yeah, definitely just want people to know that there's no right way, and to just be gentle. Yeah, be really gentle with yourself.
Give yourself grace as you are figuring it out.
Totally.
Yeah, I like that you said there's no right way, because I think we like try to box ourselves in to be like, well, I have to be sad right now, or like I should be over it at this point. But, like, that's not, like you said, it will hit you randomly out of the blue on a random given Wednesday.
Yes.
Because you heard a song or smell or I think that's a really important thing people should hear. So thank you.
Yeah.
You have a lot of wisdom.
Oh, I don't know about that.
I do. I know about it. I sure do know about it. We are, like, right on time for my last question. Unless there's anything you'd like to share, whether it's about your jewelry, your life, before we get to the last question.
No, I can't think of anything. Oh, my reclaimed collection is my very favorite because of my dad. That was inspired by my dad. And it's actually this necklace that I'm wearing.
So cool.
But my dad owned a lot of construction companies, but one of them was a reclaimed wood company in this huge warehouse. He would truck wood, like old barns from across the country all the way out west to build houses with, and it's just gorgeous. My mom sold the company since, but it was the most beautiful. I loved it. I loved everything about it. I still use it in my jewelry photos and in so many, I don't know. We have little beams in our house, but I'm just such a huge fan of it, and he taught me how like sustainable and all the character that's in this old wood. And so my reclaimed collection is made by melting down like silver scrap, recycling silver in my studio, and then hand hammering it out into like a really substantial back plate, which also reminds me of my dad, since he was swinging hammers his whole life. So every step of the way I think about him a lot. There's a lot of like hard work that goes into these pieces, and character. They're rough, they're raw, they're not super polished. So I guess, yeah, if I had to pick a favorite of my jewelry, it's that, and that's why. But other than that, I don't know. I think hopefully you guys learned a lot, and hopefully I was able to help in some way, but yeah.
I know that people loved this, and I loved this. I like that a lot about your reclaimed collection. I did not know that.
Yeah, it's a really special one to me. And also my bestsellers, which I don't think is a coincidence.
No, no, not at all. It's like a meaningful collection you put together, and people can probably notice that.
Yeah.
And notice you really care about it. That's so special. Okay, so my last question. I did tell you this one.
Yes.
If you could go back in time and look yourself in the eyes at any given age and tell yourself then a piece of advice that you know now, what would you say, and at what age would you tell yourself?
I think I'd go back to little 13-year-old Brigette, which I think I already touched on a little bit, because I think that was a time when I was really starting to become like acutely aware of my lack of energy and all of that. And I would tell her, I would say, you are built different, and it may seem like those around you have a lot more energy than you, but your slow pace is actually one of your greatest gifts. Like, I feel like in this world, in this fast-paced world where everyone prioritizes, not everyone, but I think a lot of people prioritize doing things in a fast and cheap way, you're gonna be forced to learn to do them in a slow and thoughtful way. And you're gonna create art and a life that's intentional, perfectly imperfect, and has a lot of character. And I'd say keep going, listen to your heart, listen to your body, and keep creating, even if it's slow.
So good. I love that. Yeah. I think we could all take from that too.
Yeah.
Just like leaning into who we are and not comparing. Wow. Yeah. That's so good. This was an amazing episode. You had nothing to be nervous about.
Oh my gosh.
You crushed it. You crushed it, girl.
Thank you, AC. Thank you for having me. Yes. I feel like this has been such a long time coming. And yeah, I'm so happy to be here.
Thank you so much for coming on.
Yeah.
And for facing maybe a teeny fear.
A huge fear. Yeah. But I think we grow when we push ourselves. So
yeah, that's the only way. That's the only way to get better at something. Well, thank you.
Yeah.
Until the next time on The Gold and the Grit, I'm Ann Christian.